Hello, everyone. I am super excited to welcome my client, LaShiver, who has been with me, working with me through my 90-day one-on-one coaching program, The Freedom Code. Welcome, LaShiver. I'm so happy to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up finding out about my program.
Hey Tiffany, how are you?
Good, good.
A little bit about myself, and I'm happy to be here as well. My name is LaShiver Tanksley. I'm an educator over 20 years, also a business owner over 15 years. Kind of been looking around when it comes to investing into myself. I'm always looking for ways to level up. So I came across you, don't really know how. All I know is I Google a lot, I'm online a lot, and I try to find like different self-help videos and self-help groups. And it looks like I was already a member of your group, and a video popped up that was geared towards what I was looking for at that time, which is like more confidence in my personal and professional life. So your video came up. I think I reached out to you. You told me about what you actually do. Of course, I looked on my own to see as well, but it's not like, talking to someone one on one to figure out, okay, is this going to work for me? So that's what I did, reached out to you, and you hit me back, and here we are.
And I'm so glad you did. We had a wonderful conversation, and then we went from there.
We
Um,
did.
And LaShiver, I know to me, you're such a confident person. Like when I first met you, I was like, she is so confident. She's a go-getter, perfect client. So I want to ask you, what specifically was it that prompted you at this point in your life to say, I think it's time for me to get a coach?
Well, I applied for this leadership cohort that they had offering at my job. And my job is a little competitive when it comes to like education, moving up and leadership and getting into different programs. So I got accepted to the program. Hey, I felt like I've been in education over 20 years. I'm good to go. And then once I got into the program, and it was like 25 other people, I started second guessing myself, and I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go. So I said, well, let me try to invest in myself and be the best that I can be during this program and leveling up in my job, because I knew I wanted to change positions as well. So that's kind of what led me, that whole building confidence and growth mindset. I needed, I guess, an extra push.
And I love that you said, I realized it was time for me to invest in myself because I think it's so important when you're trying to move up in life in general, but especially in career. Investing in yourself is a lot of times what it takes to go from where you are to where you want to be. So I just wanted to pull out that
Absolutely.
nugget that I'm glad to hear that you have that mindset, which I think is so important. When we were working together, you already had kind of a growth mindset and you just knew you wanted more.
Right.
Before we started working together, what do you feel like were some of your major struggles that you really wanted to focus on during the coaching program?
I felt like confidence definitely was one. I know you said I exude it, but sometimes we got to kind of, remind ourselves and also think it for ourselves. So that piece, speaking, I wanted to speak more confidently, being more knowledgeable when I'm speaking, just exuding all of that, just being in the room. I know when we had talked previously before we like actually started, one of your videos stated like don't ever second guess yourself of why you're in that room, like you're there for a reason. So I had to kind of like start getting that type of mindset, and I was like, she's speaking exactly to how I'm feeling. I'm in this room, so now I need to exude that confidence. So I would say those things. And then just being grounded in my decision making. So being able to make decisions and standing on those decisions, I think also goes with confidence. And then on my job, we do a lot of group conversations. So I wanted to, again, all those about, confidence, mindset. I wanted to just, be grounded and be knowledgeable in my sector of education.
Hmm. First of all, thank you for shouting out the video.
Yes.
It's always nice to hear somebody say, you put out this video and it really said something to me.
It did.
And I know which one you're talking about knowing that you belong in the room. Like there's a reason that you're there. There's a reason they asked you to be there. So it sounds like, of course, confidence, of course, building up those conversational skills on that confidence level and really pushing yourself to that next level was kind of some things that you wanted to work on, which, fabulous working with you. When you think
Yeah.
about those struggles and how we overcome, what were some of the couple of examples that you can give as far as the exercises that we did that you felt were most impactful for you?
I would say the most impactful was knowing my belief system. Like you kind of like really dove in and we kind of got into like some little fine tuning of and talking it through. That was a major one. You never told me the answer. I kind of had to talk through those answers and come up with things on my own. But I would say definitely knowing who I am as a person, my belief system professionally, and even personal, because we did get into some personal things too. And I just like the fact that now, even just in my personal life and just walking through life, I know my belief system. I don't have to second guess any of that. Like that really brought it to the forefront. And I have to check myself if this doesn't align with my belief system, then this is something that I'm walking away from. So, yes, that definitely those things right there. And then just operating in my truth, because we talked out a lot of things. So those, and then I like the fact that there were goals every week, and whether I honed in on them or not, I still found myself crushing those goals and getting those goals done. We talked about it on a Sunday. I did write some things down. You also gave me some feedback from the conversation. But whether if I honed in on it or not, still by that next time that we talked, those goals were done. And so those were the things that I think were great for me in the program.
I love that. I'm so happy that you were able to pick out those exercises and really hone in. And I think working with you because of your personality, you are a go-getter, are a high achiever. So it wasn't difficult, of course, for us to work together and for you to do those
Right,
exercises. And I do think when we would talk and you would kind of be in the midst of different experiences because you are climbing the ladder in your professional career, you were faced with a lot of different little challenges that would come up every week, and we're like, all right,
right,
let's get through it.
right.
And I love the fact that you talk about, because we did talk a lot about kind of the identity work and the anchoring into yourself and the values. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy to hear that that was so impactful for you.
Very.
Um, Now, as we were working together, you had a lot of wins. And
I
so
did. I
I,
did. That's why I say whether I thought about those or not, it was there. And I know a lot of it is, you have to put the work in too, but just the things that we aren't conscious about, in our everyday life that you really don't think about. On Sundays when we met, we talked about those things. So I just felt like the program, it worked well for me.
well, can we dive into some of the specific wins that you experienced in the program? Because you had some tangible outcomes. And when you came to me, you gave me three tangible outcomes that you definitely wanted to have by the end of the program.
I did.
And you got them and a
I
whole lot
did.
more. So,
I did. I
what were some
did.
of the at least three of the tangible outcomes that you saw during the program?
A new position. That was one of the things I know we definitely talked about. Sorry, we definitely talked about in the beginning. As one of my big goals was to get a new position, and I got a new position during that time. Yay. And I also had other roles that were being offered in my job. So just being a part of this program, or hey, can we see you on this team or work with these people? Those things started happening for me as well. I would say personally some things changed because we did talk about personal goals as well. So life wise, some of those things changed for me. And I guess in life, it kind of goes hand in hand. Like you got to kind of make changes and make room for like those new things. So I really did like that. And then I'll say the consistency of it all. Every day, every week we met, it was never like oh, I can't meet this week, or oh, I can't. It was a lot of accountability. Like you made sure I was accountable, you made sure I was there, whether it was an email, whether it was a text message, hey, LaShiver, are we meeting today, so I really appreciate those things.
I already knew you were going to crush your interview and get the new job. And I was just so happy to see that because what I found is when I'm working with my clients, of course, in the career world and they're climbing the
Mhm.
corporate ladder, they want to see a tangible outcome.
Oh
They
yeah,
want to make more money, they want to have an
of
impact,
course.
and they want to climb the ladder. And so that brought me so much joy just to see you have success because
Hmm.
that really is what it's all about.
And then just being able to have someone in your corner, that genuinely, like you're genuinely here to help me and see the best for me. So I appreciate that as well.
When we talk about confidence and mindset now
Hmm.
that you've gone through the program, you've accomplished several things, you got another job, you're making more money, you're making a better impact, and your personal life is thriving. What do you feel like are some takeaways for anyone who is interested in doing a program like this from your experience that they would receive?
Takeaways for me, I would say it made me stop second guessing myself. Like I'm able now to, when I make a decision, I'm making that decision and I'm not second guessing. What also worked for me was affirmations, giving me those affirmations weekly. Those work to help build my confidence. And then those graphic organizers that you send out weekly, those also kind of helped me and steered me to stay on the right path.
When you think about the program, what surprised you the most?
I guess what surprised me the most was the most that I got out of it. You think about something and you make an investment, but not realizing like I got a bang for my buck type thing. It's like I went in, I said, let me invest X, Y, and Z in myself, not knowing what the outcome was gonna be. Let me just try it, but it like overly exceeded my what I thought. So I definitely got the bang, everything that I wanted. So
I'm super glad to hear that. And LaShiver, I know also that you have your own business. Would you
I
like to
do.
tell us a little bit about your business?
I do. I own a clothing boutique. It's called House of Style Boutique. It is online, houseofstyleboutique.com, where I kind of just I'm a buyer. So I'm not a stylist. So if you come on, don't think that I'm old. Yeah, I style for myself and I show cute pieces for other people to purchase or buy if they like those things. It is online, as I stated. I've had storefront, I've done storefront before for years, and then now kind of just doubled down, being that I put so much and invested so much into my regular job. I kind of came down a little bit on House of Style, but I'm still there. It's still up working and doing well, and we're all about being stylish, being confident, and being you.
Love it, love it. If someone wanted to reach out and connect with you for House of Style or just to inquire about this program, how could they reach you?
They can reach me at houseofstyleboutique.com. There's like a box at the bottom if you want to email me. Augusta_gal at yahoo.com is my personal email. You can email me. And I think that is about it. And I'm on every social media handle as either Lolo Monroe or House of Style Boutique.
Love it. Love it. Well, LaShiver, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure just working with you. You have a
Thank
go-getter
you.
attitude. You're a high achiever. You're going to continue to excel. And I'm
Thank
glad that we were able to work together and have that synergy to
you.
really
Yeah,
anchor in what was already there, just pull it out a little bit more as
right.
you move forward on your journey. So thank you again for this
Thank
testimonial and for this
you.
recording. And I wish you much success as you continue your path forward.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.